Hey guys, welcome to my ninth episode reaction to Gotham. Um, this is what seems to be, we're close to the season finale now from what Fox is telling us. So it looks like the next week's episode will probably be the last episode of season one. So if that is the case, be on the look for my overall season one reaction of Gotham pretty soon as well. And obviously, when the season finale happens, obviously I'll be doing a reaction video for that episode as well. But for tonight's episode of Gotham, which I believe is episode 9, Commissioner James Gordon, who's still a detective, not a commissioner yet, has to deal with a Blackgate prisoner who has escaped, and he has a deadly bomb plan ready to go for Gotham City. If his plan works out, obviously it would blow up a lot of stuff. So Jim Gordon, his side of the story is kind of about that this time around. And then while that's going on, a very young Bruce Wayne, who we've seen throughout the course of the show, is kind of slowly bonding with Selina Kyle, who is now at Wayne Manor, since it's not safe for her to be on the streets anymore of Gotham City. And so basically, Alfred agreed with Commissioner James Gordon to watch over Selina Kyle, make sure she, is in the right hands and all that kind of good stuff. And like I said, this gives a good opportunity for Bruce and Selina to get to know each other better. And for those who obviously know a lot about the comics, and this really isn't giving much away because anybody who's seen Batman Returns or The Dark Knight Rises probably already knows about this foreshadowing in a way. There was one point in the comics where Bruce Wayne did date Selina Kyle, even during the times where I think he was aware that she was already Catwoman at that point. Um, so it's not too unlikely if Selina and Bruce kind of have a thing for each other, whether that's in season 2 or in the final episode, or if they're just kind of hitting towards that because into their adult years, they form this on and off friendship slash relationship kind of thing with each other. Because Selina Kyle is so on and off with being a hero and being a villain and stealing stuff and being a part of street life and things like that. Um, but anyway, besides that, besides the Blackgate thing and besides Selina Kyle, the show also introduced us to Harvey Dent, a very young Harvey Dent, one that's very competitive, one that kind of like James Gordon, is a district attorney of Gotham. He's not the district attorney yet. So we kind of get to see that young competitive side of him before he became the Harvey Dent that we all know and love, and before he became the Harvey Dent that obviously turned to the dark side and became Two-Face. So for my positives and negatives of Gotham, guys, for tonight's episode, I really like how they were really hinting toward Bruce and Selina's um, kind of their hinted romance, like I said, kind of that foreshadowing, Bruce Wayne, Selina Kyle eventually dating and all that good stuff. I liked how they were kind of hitting toward that, and I also like how the show gave us a chance and gave these two characters a chance to better know each other. I thought that was kind of cool. I was My next big positive for tonight's episode was I liked how they incorporated Harvey Dent into the show. But what kind of stinks though is we're near the end of season 1 and they introduce him this late. So if we do get a season 2 of Gotham, I really hope that they explore Harvey Dent some more because we just got him and we're already close to the end of season 1. So hopefully season 2 will happen very soon if that's the direction they're going in. My next positive of tonight's episode, I like the homage they made to the Dark Knight bank robbery scene. Obviously, the opening scene of the Dark Knight. There was a lot of moments in tonight's episode that very much homage that. And then I liked how they incorporated the Blackgate prison. It wasn't just about the darkness of Arkham Asylum. This big, um, you know, almighty evil, almighty one thing dark place going on in Gotham City. I like how they're showing that Blackgate Prison is also a pretty iffy place, and obviously they're probably going to incorporate how Blackgate Prison is very much connected to Arkham Asylum. And then for my negatives of tonight's episodes, because I really didn't have that many, but I personally thought they could have had more action in tonight's episode. It was cool to see, that the character development of Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne. Us getting introduced to Harvey Dent all over again on the show. but there really wasn't a lot of action, even when the bomb stuff was going on. Not a lot of action. You know, we had it there; it was there, but I think we needed more of it. It just didn't feel like they had enough enough that we know that to fill an actual Gotham episode. Because normally we get a lot more action than this. I felt tonight's episode we didn't quite get as much. And then my other negative was, you know, Penguin has been built up a lot throughout the show, and if they're close to season one, they have a lot to cover for this final episode for this character. Then, because Penguin has been a huge part of this show so far, and I felt in tonight's episode they really didn't incorporate him that well. He had his moments, he had his time, they had small little bits of the show tonight to kind of dedicate to the character. But I think because they've done so much with him, it's just kind of disappointing how he was just kind of shoved to the side for the most part for tonight's episode. But like I said, really good episode tonight. But at the same time, I left tonight's episode being like, okay, this could have been better and this could have been better. It was one of those kind of episodes where I really liked what they gave us, but certain aspects they thought could have been better. So pretty cool episode tonight, you guys. Huge thumbs up. Like I said, if we are near the end of the season, like Fox seems to be telling us, like I said, I'll have a final reaction video for the final episode of season one, and then I'll do a season one overall reaction video, which will probably go into spoilers for. And then once Agents of Shield is done with their season two, I'll have an overall season two reaction for that. And like most of you have probably already seen by now that I'm not doing individual episode reactions for that season right now for that show. I'm just going to be doing an overall season two, more than likely spoiler filled reaction video for the overall season two of Agent of Shield when that finally concludes. So I will see you guys here later for either a movie review or for another Gotham related episode video.